Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. All sorted, seeing you after a long time. The CAT 2019 notification is out. Hope you know about it. It was out 2 days back, and I'm making a video completely dedicated to the notification and what is the way to go about it. What is the way to prepare for CAT right now? The exam is going to be held on 24th November 2019, and November is very close. Okay, August, September, October, November. So you roughly have 3 months in your hands, just 3 months in your hands for the CAT 2019. Your gateway to your dream B school, your gateway to the MBA scene, your gateway to your future life. So yes, the notification is out, and you have to work smart and not hard. To tell you about my experience, I'll share how was CAT 2018, what was my experience regarding CAT 2018. I converted a few exams last year, that is CAT 2018 followed by IFT, then followed by TISNET, followed by different exam SNAP. So I've converted few colleges, and I find myself suitable to help you guys. I'm going to tell you about different things. You'll hear from me not about the notifications that you can find it online also. You can just type CAT 2019 notification. You can find notifications, the dates, the deadlines, the timelines. Many of the coaching institutes have published it, like IMS, Time, CL, so you can have a look about it. But in this video, I'm going to tell you something hatke, something different, which nobody's gonna tell you. So keep watching whole video. Thank you guys. So guys, yes, let me just brief you a bit about what important, the timelines are there about the notification. So yeah, 24th November 2019 is the date for CAT. Okay, next is online registration begins 7th August, okay, till 18th September. 7th August till 18th September, 5 p.m. Okay, now the admit card will be out on 23rd of October. 23rd October admit card comes out, you can download it. Now the fee is 1900 for open category general, and the fees is 950 for SC, ST, PWD. Okay, next important notification, the step that was taken last year by the government. EWS quota will be applicable, reserve category EWS 10% quota will be applicable to all the colleges, all the colleges. So yeah, that's a good news, the increase of the seats, economically weaker sections. All right. So the exam will be conducted by IIM Kozhikode this year. Last year's CAT was conducted by IIM Calcutta, and I'm going to share my experience about last year's CAT also, so that you gain some learnings about it. Okay, and roughly 2 lakhs, 2 to 2.3 lakhs people, 3 lakh will be applications for CAT 2019 as well. So yeah, let me begin by my experience of how was CAT 2018. Okay, so a lot of predictions. So I've been writing CAT since the last 3 years. Okay, I have this year I converted IFT Delhi, IIM Lucknow, NITI Mumbai. I converted SIBM Pune. So yeah, I converted 5-6 good colleges. IIM Ranchi, IIM Rohtak, IIM Raipur, all new IIMs, and yeah. So and I've joined TISS Mumbai clearing TISNET exam. So that was after a lot of thought I've given. I'll be sharing my reasons later, but in this video I'll just tell you about how to go about the preparation from now. So yeah, so now I'm going to share some free resources or some resources which will be very helpful for you if you follow these. Okay, so my problem last year's CAT. How was my last year's CAT? So CAT 2018 was this year was set by IIM Calcutta. So there was a lot of predictions that IIM Calcutta is setting the paper. The quant is going to be very tough. They are very heavy on numbers, statistics and all. So IIM Calcutta is known for having difficult quant paper. But then some guys suggested, some coaching institute suggested, no, it's not going to happen. The level of difficulty will remain the same, because CAT 2017 difficulty of quant had fallen down drastically from CAT 2016. So CAT 16 quant level was here. Lucknow CAT 2017, the level of difficulty was this. Literally people who solved RS Agarwal and the basic level 1 questions of your famous coaching institutes or famous books, level 1 questions, they could also solve more than half of the paper very easily. So yeah, so CAT 2017 16 was here, level of difficulty of quant. 17 went down, and what do you predict? Will the difficulty remain the same? The difficulty level rose up to this. So CAT 2018, that is last year's, as per some of the right predictions, the level of quant had increased drastically. Syllabus is going to be the same, syllabus will be the same. But now the application, the question difficulty level had significantly gone up. Okay, there was no straightforward answers to each questions, and the question were also lengthy. Especially from arithmetic, mixtures and allegations were not straight line questions. There were 2-3 sentences and you have to be very cautious about your answers. The theta based questions were again of higher difficulty. So overall the quant section had taken everyone aback. Okay, so even I was shocked by looking at the level of difficulty of quantitative ability, and I had made my experience about a funny experience of CAT 2018. You can check it here. I am providing you the link. Please go and click here. So yeah, it's very funny. So yeah, I was also taken aback because I did not expect the level of difficulty to go up so high. So my suggestion would be for quantitative, there should have been preparation from different mocks. So like time mocks, IMS mocks, CL mocks, hit bullseye, 2IM, whatever. So see, the thumb rule is when you're preparing for mocks, when you're taking mocks, take from multiple sources if possible, at least 2 sources. You do not have to actually buy the whole mocks and write every exam. You can partner with your friend. Let's say 3 of you are taking 3 different mocks. So you give first 5 papers of IMS, and then middle 5 papers of time, and the last 5 papers of CL, and they can also do the same. So you can distribute the mocks amongst yourself. In that way, you will have the whole variety of and flavors of different kind of questions, level of difficulty, pattern. So yeah. Because when it comes to CAT, as it is rightly said that CAT is highly unpredictable, so you should be able to gauge the level of difficulty of the exam right after you see the paper, so that you do not go into the panic mode, but you go into the solution oriented approach. So you can develop your strategy right when you're giving the exam. So that will happen only when you have prepared significantly, taking different kind of mocks, different difficulty levels. So try to take multiple mocks, try to give different section tests at least of different coaching institutes. Timely bound section tests are very important. So last year the quant difficulty was low, and CAT 18 the quant difficulty had gone up. English more or less the same difficulty level. RCs were heavy, heavily. RC, if you are good at reading comprehension, you can pretty much ace the paper. The parajumbles were very simple, theta based parajumbles were there, and only 4 sentences were there, unlike 5 sentences. So in both the slots, 4 sentence parajumbles were there, which was very easy to do. But somehow I did it at the end. I should have scanned the paper and do parajumbles at the beginning. That would have further increased my score. But nonetheless, I am not regretting a bit. But yes, every mark counts. So I would say, parajumbles were very easy last year. That might not continue this year, or might continue. So yes, that kind of set was there in 1 or 2 mocks of IMS also, in 1 or 2 mocks of time. So you never know which mock is going to be closest to the CAT. Okay, so each mock for you should be the CAT. You should give mocks as if you are writing CAT, and analyze the mocks as per. Just analyze the mocks thoroughly after you have taken it, and write your whole strategy on a paper. Your mistakes. You should make a repository. A book dedicated to the shortcuts, new shortcuts you find from the solutions, your new approach, your repeated mistakes, and while taking before taking the next mock, you should go through your previous mocks, mistakes, learnings, so that you do not commit the same kind of mistakes. For example, if in VARC you're not going by the option elimination method, you're reading all the options and you're wasting your time. That's not the right way to go about it. you should actually do selective reading in VARC. It has to be skimmed. Every part is not relevant, and you can develop that after taking a lot of mocks, writing your mistakes, and so yeah, that those kind of learning should be noted down in a book. The formulas can be enhanced. So now I'll get to the part of what helped me in CAT 2018. So last year, since the last 2 years, where my CAT DILR score was not improving. So DILR, data interpretation and logical reasoning, is one of the sections which you will feel that the preparation is not sufficient even after preparing from all the textbooks or mocks, because DILR, the test of DILR is set very differently. They check your innate basic aptitude, your logical thoughts flow, and that is very difficult to give the same pattern in an exam. But now, when I was searching for the sources to prepare for DILR, what do I do? Should I go with the traditional blood relations and normal sequential logic, input output? That does not come directly in CAT. So what helped me in CAT DILR specifically? So DILR, those who are facing difficulty in DILR scores, first I used to daily solve Sudoku and Kakuro. So Sudoku puzzles, Kakuro puzzles daily. Okay, you should make it a habit. I talked to many seniors, I talked to the professors of, I talked to the teachers, famous teachers like Patrick D'Souza of Coin Academy. I went to his branch in near Matunga, near Dadar. I went to him, sir, what do I do about DILR? So he said, solve Kakuro, solve Sudoku daily, buy Shakuntala Devi's puzzles, puzzles to puzzle you, solve that if possible. But yes, what will happen is it will definitely help you in some of the questions. Kakuro and Sudoku puzzles are a must. So daily you should solve one Sudoku and one Kakuro puzzles online. I'll give you all the links in the description box. You can open it. It's a free source, Sudoku and Kakuro puzzles daily. Now next, for DILR, I went ahead with the 2IM online course of DILR. So what they did, when you're solving DILR and when you know the exact steps, in the class the teacher is not able to provide right solutions. He either misses the step, but you are not able to go into his brain and decrypt what he's trying to say. So step by step analysis, what the expert is thinking, how he's solving the DILR question struck me. I thought I need to gain that thought flow of what the expert is thinking while solving the DILR question. So step by step analysis. For 2IM DILR course, I'll highly recommend, if you 2 or 3 guys, you can use multiple logins. So that is a jugaad. You 2-5 people, you can any number of people. Like suppose if the course fee is 2,000 to 2IM DILR course online, 2,000 you can share it amongst 4 students. It will be 500 for each, and you can share all the videos. I think that is an awesome stuff created by 2IM DILR course. So I needed help for that, and you should be able to recognize which areas you need expert help on. So I had decided I need to improve my DILR scores, and I went ahead with that course. So quant, it's like normally you can prepare from any coaching material, but you have to give timely mocks. You have to set timer to your questions, and till the day of CAT you have to reduce your time. Go on reducing the time. Many of the engineers have the myth that they are very good at arithmetic, they are very good with algebra, geometry, and they kind of feel that they'll be able to solve the questions. But the matter is about time, guys. How you efficiently you solve it. How can you eliminate the options? Can you use different strategies? Can you just do some jugaad, put insert values and take out the answers? So these are some of the things you have to develop with every questions. So one of the things that went wrong, the questions which were right questions in the mocks, I kind of completely ignored them. So suppose if I'm writing a mock and quantitative I'm scoring high in arithmetic, so I used to feel very good about it and just leave it. So I'm already usme acha, why should I invest time? Just take the wrong answers and go about it. That is a very bad strategy, because ultimately you are going to choose those kind of questions in the exam which you know you'll be good at, right? So it makes sense to reduce the time, go on reducing your time taken to solve the questions of your favorite areas till the day of CAT, so that you are confidently solving those kind of questions and you have time for the other questions of higher difficulty level. So I hope you are getting my point. Okay, so VARC section. So last year, what happened in the last CAT was there was watermark at the behind the screen. In the screen there was watermark, and the passage RC was written on above that. So I kind of panicked. Many aspirants panicked, but what is happening? Is it only in my screen? So yeah, it was not a very clear interface like you see in time or IMS mocks. There was a watermark, kind of had some disturbance in the reading pattern. So yeah, you can expect some kind of mishaps in the exam also. So yeah, for VARC I would suggest the IMS Sim 500. So what IMS does is last year's mock test 500 questions, so 500 questions from the RCs, and how the top 10 percentile of the CAT holders solved these questions. How many top 10 percentile questions actually solved that question in what amount of time, so that you get a clear picture of where you are standing amongst the crowd. You get a clear picture of what the toppers, which toppers are attempting these kind of questions. So I should also kind of have a look about it. If 90% of the people are solving a question and getting it right, there's a huge possibility you can also get it right, but just get the solution and check how's the how it is solved. So yeah, I would recommend IMS's 500 Sim 500 material for VARC. Okay, so option elimination technique is one of the best techniques in VARC. You don't need to read the whole passage and understand everything and read it very slowly. You can skim through, and so yeah, these are some of the techniques. I hope you have done your homework, like you have for best source of VARC initial basis, how to read better, how to read faster and better by Norman Lewis, and Word Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis. What happens is Word Power Made Easy will give you plethora of words, and you can create meaning out of the words. You see the roots and meanings. You can make out stuff, so there are no new words to you that will disturb your mind at all. And how to read faster and better will share some techniques how to read faster, how to skim through the paragraph and just stick to relevant piece of information. And the most important thing is everyone should attempt CAT 2019. So whether you are aiming for a different exam, whether you are aiming for SIBM, whether you are aiming for Tata Institute, whether you are aiming for NMAT, whether you are aiming just for MICA, doesn't matter. Whether you are aiming for IITs, I would recommend you should write CAT, because CAT will build that base that is required to crack each and every exam. After the CAT, you directly have ZAT, you have IFT, you have TISNET, you have SNAP. So lots of exams. There's no time left to prepare separately for each of these other exams. And the whatever is the difference in other exams, you can just cover that up. So even for the GK part that is relevant to most of the exams like IFT, ZAT has a decision making section which is different than others. It also has GK, IFT has GK, TIS has GK. So yeah, SNAP has GK. And the GK part is also going to help you crack your interviews and GDPS and everything. So I would suggest when you're reading, you should also read newspaper daily, 1 hour, at least the editorials of Hindu. If you haven't read the editorials, I'll suggest you pick out the Hindu app, just download it and go read all the editorials till now. It will help you definitely. So, and there are some standard sources like New York Times, like there are different. So yeah, I don't need to get about that. Just read newspapers to build your GK, and you can use Manorama yearbook and Lucent GK again for reading part in your free time when you get. Just go about it so that you are also prepared for the other exams simultaneously. You don't need to panic when the other exams are coming. Oh, only 7 days are left for IFT. How do I prepare for the GK? So you should be prepared in your free time now. Let's say for an hour, go through Manorama yearbook and Lucent GK. That will definitely help you in all these cracking these exams and also cracking their interviews. And you'll have enough content to speak in the GDs as well. So yeah, I hope everything is clear. If you have any other doubt about exams, like I can definitely share my. I have already made videos on how to crack the exams which I gave interviews and which I cleared. I cleared IFT Delhi. Again, I'll just tell you so that you know what questions can be asked in the comment section. So I cleared IFT Delhi. I converted IFT Delhi. Then I got into NITI Mumbai through CAT again. IFT Delhi again through IFT different exam. I got into TIS through TISnet, which has 40% weightage to GK section, 60% is the normal part. And then I last year I cleared SNAP, SIBM Pune I converted. So yeah, these are my learnings from all converting all these exams, that you should follow these things. If you, this is a very practical advice which very few of the coaching institutes will tell you, because they have vested interest in telling you anything what they speak that should be beneficial for them. But I don't have any interest as such. I just want to give all of my knowledge to you for free. Just take it, get benefited from it, get into your best college, because remember, the hard work that you put in right now is going to reap benefits a lot. So hardly 3 to 4 months are left for CAT. Forget about partying, forget about don't have the fear of missing out. Don't look at Instagram if that's giving you a feeling of left out. Just be in your zone, be in your calm zone. Also, do meditation or yoga or pranayam or jogging or some physical exercise daily, so that you rejuvenate, you recharge back, and your efficiency will increase a lot. Your keeping a positive attitude will also help a lot, because having a calm mind in your exam is of utmost importance. And calmness doesn't come in a day. It has to be practiced. It's a tapasya. So you cannot develop calmness in one single day. So yeah, do whatever rejuvenates you, do whatever recharges you, especially in these 3-4 months. Take care of yourself, your eating habits, your sleeping habits. Depending upon the slots, you'll be getting timing. If you have a morning slot, you shouldn't be surprised to get a morning slot, because your body should get used to that kind of routine. So once your admit card comes out, take mocks at the same time. These are some of the tips. And don't worry guys, identify your weak sections, try to work on them, especially if you are weak at DILR. Go through the sources which I have mentioned, that will really help you. Sudoku, Kakuro, learning roots material, 2IM online course of DILR. Yeah, these 4 things were of immense importance to me and really helped me to ace the DILR section this time. And once you clear the exam, I'll be creating more such videos. If you have any difficulty, if you have any specific questions, you can ask, so that I'll make videos on that also. And hope to see you guys soon. Hope you find my videos useful and stay connected to All Sorted. I hope to make your life sorted. Thank you guys.